Alright, let's get it.
Way so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought.
Hey, what's poppin' people? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. I hope you're doing well. Genuinely do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea News, the daily series here on the channel, where I talk about Chelsea. Today's video, Ben Chilwell back in training, Cole Palmer called up for England, and some red-hot, scintillating praise from the England manager, which is nice to hear, I suppose. And Nazar Kinsella has written an article in the Evening Standard about a Thiago Silva replacement in a new transfer plan for Chelsea. Lovely stuff, lots to get tucked into in today's video. Please do show your sweet love and affection by dropping a like and subscribing, only if you want to. But if you choose to, you should hit that sweet, sweet bell, baby. There you go. Alright, let's get into it. Right, Ben Chilwell's back in training. This is a positive sight. In, out, shake it all about. Chelsea's first choice left backs. Of course, the Reece James absence hasn't hurt that much because we've had Malo Gusto dropping absolute incredible performances pretty much every single week. But the left back position isn't as positive. And to be honest, just before he got injured and went out, Ben Chilwell wasn't playing great. Look, man, I do maintain I'm a huge Chile B fan. You know me, guys. I was calling for this guy over the likes of Tellez and Tagliafico when all the football hipsters wanted those guys. I was like, no. Bring me Ben Chilwell. And the rest is history. We won the Champions League and he was ruddy wicked in that final. Truth is, guys, he's a great player, and when he's on form, though I do question, I like the way he talks, Ben Chilwell. I think, yeah, vice-captain, leader, it works. But on the pitch, he's not very captain-y, if that makes sense. He often gets wound up, but I can't see him like putting out fires or calming people down, which is disappointing. I mean, God, I miss John Terry. I digress slightly. Point being, when he's on form, Ben Chilwell's excellent. He can get up and down, he's dynamic, the opposition players really have to think about him, and of course he's a unique left back / left wing back at times. The way he makes those inverted runs into the opposition 18-yard box and scores like a striker. And he can score worldies as well, Chile. He's got that left foot hammer that he can score like amazing volleys, postage stamp. When confident, when playing well, he opens up that left-hand side massively for us. Of course, the last time out, we had Marc Cucurella there, who's much more defensive, which is a good thing at times. Like, we optimised the right-hand side, really getting Malo Gusto and Cole Palmer cooking, essentially, and that's where we saw loads of joy in our offence, which means the left-hand side tucks in a bit more in defence. That suits Cucurella down to a T, maybe not so much Ben Chilwell. But if he's not injured, if he's not playing within himself, and he's on form, then yeah, Ben Chilwell is like one of the best players in the world. And I believe he, alongside Conor Gallagher and Palmer, despite being recently injured, was called up for England anyway. That probably tells you how short England are for left backs at the moment. Luke Shaw's injured, I believe, as well. But when playing well, he's really good. So Ben Chilwell back in training is good news for me. I hope he finds form before the end of the season. And I hope, we see Reece James come back. But I also hope to see Malo Gusto play football forever. I hope a lot of things. I hope we reach the, dizzying echelons and heights of the top half of the Premier League table as well. Lots of this. Anyway, let me know what you think about Chile B returning to the team. Let's move on. Let's talk about Cole Palmer, and more specifically, what the England manager had to say about Cole. You can see, and have always been able to see, the quality he has. The time we spent with him in the under-21s last summer, just watching the training sessions, you could see what an outstanding technical finisher he was. Some players get chances and you just expect them to score because of their technique, and you feel for finishing is so strong. He has that. He's shown great composure and some real pressure moments for his club. He's adaptable, he can play in 2 or 3 different positions, maybe more. He's had an outstanding season, and yet again, is in the team on merit. Ooh, he's such a good footballer. Rightly getting the immense praise that he deserves, young Cole Palmer. The only player to have 5 goal and assist in one game this season. He's the first player to reach 5 games with a goal and assist, I should say. That's probably the easier way to understand it. It's just incredible, man. It's not even the goals and assists, because he's just a good, confident player on the pitch. We as Chelsea fans see it. There's moments where he does things where the other players should be doing good things around him, and they're not. Despite the chaos around him, he is settled. A rose grown out of concrete. Or how does the analogy go? Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Quick one though, on England, does he eventually wriggle his way into the starting lineup? To be honest, I'm going to tell you my starting lineup for England really, really quickly for those who are interested. I would put Pickford in goal, obviously. I would put Ben Chilwell at left back, despite, could play Trippier there. I know he's been in and out of injury. But let's just imagine Chilwell is good to go. He'll play there over Levi Colwill. The centre-backs, for me, should definitely be John Stones, and I'd probably put Slam Dunk in there next to him, if not Gurhey or someone like that. Not Harry Maguire. And at right back, even if Reece James starts playing towards the end of the season, I can't see him starting. And of course, Kyle Walker is an amazing right back and is senior. So Kyle Walker at right back with James deputising. So Jude Bellingham, I think, is going to play in a number 10 for Chelsea. So we need a double pivot. It's going to be Declan Rice. And no, I don't want Calvin Phillips. And no way in so-and-so am I wanting Jordan Henderson there. I'm putting Conor Gallagher in a double pivot next to Declan Rice. It could be slightly asymmetrical, so Conor Gallagher could play this sort of, Enzo Fernandez role, a little bit advanced in a double pivot. Jude Bellingham in that sort of number 10, just behind Sir Harold Kane. Phil Foden on the left, who might be the best attacking player in the Premier League this season. And then there's the right wing. It will probably be Bukayo Saka, but I wonder on form this season. I don't know, it's tough, isn't it? But the slightest drop of form from Saka, or the slightest niggling injury, I think Cole Palmer starts there on the right wing. And because Southgate's saying, oh yeah, he's versatile, he can play in all these positions, there might be games when England need to be a little bit floaty up front, and he's got to be like, who's my floaty player? Cole, you're up. And of course, that's the summer. He might even go like undeniably good Cole and just say people will say he has to start for England. Let me know what you think. Does Cole Palmer start for England, or is he like second choice at right wing or number 10 or whatever? Comment down below. Let's move on and talk about this article from Nizar Kinsella. So talking transfers now, Nizar Kinsella of the Evening Standard writes, Chelsea are interested in a summer move for talented young Lille centre-back Lenny Yoro as they weigh up defensive options to replace Thiago Silva. Yoro enjoyed a brilliant season in France, and the 18-year-old is also attracting interest from other big European clubs, including, unsurprisingly, Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid. Chelsea want to sign a new centre-back this summer when Silva, who turns 40 in September, will be out of contract and is basically going to leave. Pochettino has dropped Silva to the Chelsea bench for their last 2 Premier League matches, despite an injury crisis, leaving him with limited defensive options. Yoro is considered the ideal addition to the Chelsea project. The France under-21 international has already made 49 senior appearances for Lille. Wow. PSG represents serious competition, though, and are keen to ensure that the teen sensation remains in Ligue 1. Ooh, interesting. We've signed a young player from Lille before that turned out pretty darn good. Of course, Eden Hazard, who's been recently honoured by Lille. 18. When I saw 18, I was like, oh, here we bloody go. Another fetus to join the gang. But that many first-team appearances for Lille in Ligue 1, which is a high level of football, is actually really impressive. People can rag on Ligue 1 all they want. The best footballers in world football often come from France. They make amazing footballers. Look it up. Also, I can understand why PSG and indeed the French league don't want their stars leaving. Their stocks are fallen dramatically. Mbappe is leaving. Of course, Messi and Neymar's gone. And they're about to be sponsored by McDonald's as a league. The optics ain't good, bruv. Chelsea owners Todd Boehly and Bidalik Bali want to recruit 2 or 3 of the world's best players under the age of 23 for every position. Oh my God, they've gone mad. Or maybe not gone mad, but that's some serious ambition. And we talk about the need for seniority. Maybe there'll be a couple of senior players in between, but they just want babies everywhere. Children. Kids! Alternative centre-back options include Sporting's Ousmane Diomande and Nice's Jean-Claire Todibo, who have both been sounded out as Chelsea plot another ambitious summer of transfer activity. Chelsea also want a striker and a left-back, as they insist they have no concerns about breaching Premier League profit and sustainability rules. The club made a pre-tax loss of 90 million last year, following a loss of 121 million in the previous year. Premier League rules permit clubs to allow a loss of £105 million over a 3-year period. Loss, that is. Oh God. Chelsea, who have spent £1 billion on transfers under their new owners, said of their financial results last week. Quote, despite the loss in the year and the continued fallout from the sanctions placed on the club in the year prior, the club continues to comply with UEFA and Premier League financial regulations. Chelsea maintain their position. We're doing nothing wrong. Nothing is wrong. Don't look at us. We're fine. Forget about it. Okay, I'll decide to believe you. Chelsea are expected to sell several players this summer to balance out the books. Bowley recently visited Saudi Arabia, where he continues to try and offload senior players like Romelu Lukaku. Newcastle will soon trigger a clause to sign Lewis Hall for £28 million at the end of the loan deal. Further homegrown stars, including Conor Gallagher, Trevoh Chalobah, Armando Broja, and Ian Matson could also be sold, allowing significant room to make further signings. Well, all them boys are pure profit on the books, and if we do sell the likes of big Romelu Lukaku, that's more alleviation rather than funds into the pot. And you might be able to say the same about Cucurella and indeed Kepa Arrizabalaga. We've spoken about that in a little bit more detail recently, so go check out previous uploads if you want my thoughts on that. I ain't got a problem with signing defenders from Ligue 1. You get some great young French defenders, and yeah, Malo Gusto, case in point. Disasi, I think we like Disasi as a character. He's fun, he's big and strong, and he's passionate. Who doesn't like that? How good is he long-term as a defender? We'll have to see. He's just turned 26 as well, so he's in his prime now. Benoit Badiashile has got his lovers and haters. Well, maybe not haters. Believers and non-believers, should I say. But yeah, loads of great players come from Ligue 1. I have absolutely no issue from scouting Ligue 1. So we'll see what happens there. If we do get the young defender, I think that's probably a good shout, personally. We do have other young defenders. French ones as well. My boy Wesley Fofana. Hey, don't forget about him. If he comes back, he'll show you all. Anyway, let me know what you think. Please do comment down below. I'm always very interested in hearing your thoughts, feelings, and opinions here on the channel Football Therapy. So leave them down in the comments section. I'll thank you for supporting the content simply by liking and subscribing and sharing. Hey? Share it. Share it. Alright, mate. I'm out. Peace.